BBQ tip number 3, mopping it. The mop is something that some barbecue purists don't do. I do. I think it actually adds a whole new level to the meat and can really up your flavor profile a lot. The idea is once an hour, once every 45 minutes, whenever you get bored, at some point during the process, you want to take a somewhat acidic liquid, spiced, and things that will go well with your rub, and you literally just you can take an old cotton, well, not old, but you get a cotton mop head and just dip it in the liquid and just slap it down on the meat. They actually make very small barbecue mops about that long with a very small mop head on the end, specifically for this purpose. If you're doing pork, maybe you want to use like apple cider vinegar and maybe some amber colored beer. Together that'll give you the acidity to bring out the flavor of the pork, but it will not overpower the rub, which is always nice. When I do pork, I start with cider vinegar and beer. You can use white vinegar or red wine vinegar, take your pick. And just start adding some spices that you think would go well. Maybe some chili pepper, maybe some onion, garlic, any kind of green herb that you want. Dried is fine, fresh is better, but use what you've got. And just give it a shot. Maybe add some water. You can add some vegetable oil or olive oil. You want to keep in mind the burn point of those oils so you don't have a real serious problem on your hands later. But all you're doing is just keeping the meat nice and moist, and that will keep all of the juices inside the meat so it doesn't dry out, which is always the danger when you're cooking something for 14 hours at a stretch. You don't want it to dry out. If you're doing a beef barbecue, maybe you want to err on the side of like a red wine, something on the robust side with some stronger green herbs like some rosemary perhaps, or oregano or sage or something. And you can use maybe some onion, again, garlic, black pepper, really whatever you think would go well. A well-mopped barbecued piece of meat with a nice rub on it shouldn't need sauce. Now, of course, you can still add sauce, but it shouldn't really desperately need it. There should be enough taste there to stand on its own. The sauce should just be accompaniment. It should kind of present a different take on the same meal rather than making the meal.